Hello, and welcome to the White Glove Show, where every card gets the white glove treatment. I'm your host, Joe, and we'll be opening some packs today for some very popular uh, trading card games. A little bit about myself. Uh, as a kid, I loved opening packs. I loved opening Pokemon packs, and at the time, Dragon Ball Z packs, and it's something that, of course, I grew out of as I grew older, but then a couple of good friends invited me over for a draft pack magic night. And I don't know, I fell back in love with it. And I was thinking of ways to kind of give other people the itch, as it were, to get into that as well. And I think that kind of spreading the word this way would be great. So let's as you can see on the screen here, we have our links to all of our social medias right now. There might be a Patreon in the future. And we're not just doing pack openings in the future. I'm hoping to get some real deal gameplay in. So, if that is something you're interested in, please stick around. Let's get to the title here. So, we've got our opening segment where we'll be able to see what cards that we open. We've also got the spinner wheel. That's how we're going to see which card packs we open. And then as I guess a little something for the pack we just opened, we'll highlight whichever card I see as maybe important or maybe even just the best looking card of the pack. Just kind of depends. Without much more haste, we're going to go ahead and spin the wheel. Looks like it's going to be some Gundam Eternal Nexus booster. So we'll go ahead and pull that pack off to the side here. Give it a good what's it for? Little shake. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and pull that pack here. Give it a good look over. It's nice. Nice when they... Kidding, of course. Make sure that all the cards are down below because we are actually going to take our time here and open this pack up with an X-Acto knife. I like to use the X-Acto knife because it just kind of shows that you're trying to do things a little bit cleaner because ultimately the cards themselves are the memento, the opening the packs, the revealing what you get. That's the real deal part of this. And I think that the more involved you are in that process, the more you'll enjoy the process. So let's go ahead and give her an open and see what we get out of this lovely pack. Alrighty. Alright. Got a Kajima pilot. That's good stuff. Alrighty. Not too familiar with the G generation. But looks neat enough. Gundam Pixie, of course. It's a 0085 red Gundam, of course, from G-Quox. Did anybody else like G-Quacks? I was not a big fan. Aquarius. Daryl Lorenz. Gunner Thunderbolt. It's a pretty neat pull. Great character, Daryl Lorenz. Psycho Gundam. That's pretty neat. The Ptolemaeus 2. Alrighty. Striker Custom. Ooh. Look at that. That's pretty darn neat, isn't it? Right there. I'm gonna get in on that there. That looks like it's going to be our big pull of the pack. Unless we get an LR. That's pretty neat. Build Strike Gundam Full Package EX. I like that. That was a pretty solid pack. Got an LR out of it. Matter of fact, I'm actually going to go ahead and highlight the list signet EX. We'll take that on over to the recent pull camera. And we'll do a little this action here. That's right. That's high dollar right there. You gotta admit it. All right. I've opened this pack of Gundam Eternal Nexus. I thought that was pretty neat. Let me know in the comments what you think. All right, moving swiftly on. What is going to be our next pack? Looks like we have some Edge of Eternities. So we're going to go ahead and grab our Edge of Eternities play booster here. Give it a good shake. Make sure nothing's untoward on the end of the pack. We're going to go ahead and give her an open. Edge of Eternities is actually one of my more favorite Magic sets. I love the artwork from it. Love the artwork from it. Alrighty. Got a little straggler in there. Alright. Night Luminary. Perigi Beckner. It's pretty neat. Kanazawa. Pretty cool card. Kill Ship. Now, the Edge of Eternities, they introduced the spacecraft mechanic into Magic, which I guess is somewhat like the vehicle mechanic, but I'm not a big fan of using either, although they're could be tremendously overpowered. I've played quite a few games where the vehicle mechanic has carried teams single-handedly. Soldier, got a little reach action. That's good stuff. Oh, something peeked out there. Diplomatic relations. Zealous display. Again, another spacecraft. Sunstar Expansionist. This enters if an opponent controls more lands than you, create a lander token. You need the lander tokens for the spacecrafts. And a landfall card? That's pretty nifty. Steel Swarm Operator. Stomping Ground. Stomping Ground's always a favorite. Requiem Monolith Artifact. Ooh, nice foil there. call it propulsion, full art land, and then a lander token. All in all, not a bad pack. Not a bad pack at all. You know, I'm really digging that Le Signe from the Gundam, so I'm going to keep that on the display, and we're going to go ahead and move on to our next pack. What are you guys looking for in these packs? What looks interesting to you? Oh, look at that. We got some Pokemon going on here. Alrighty. Without further ado, let's give some Pokemon a pull here. First Pokemon pack pull that I have done since there was a 19. Yes, a 19 in the year. That was in 2019, of course. Moving on from that. Alrighty. Beautiful. Pokemon cards, well packed in there. Well packed in there. I will say that. A little difficult to get out. Also, since it has been since the year was 19 in it for Pokemon and me pulling Pokemon, I'm not going to know what a lot of these are. I won't lie to you right now. So, we're learning together. Patrat. Looks interesting. Birdmite. Deoxys. Interesting. Gun tank. Well, that's unique. Some people are into that kind of thing. Philippe. He's a trainer. He trains. Octillery? So if that's what it is, you let me know. But very neat. It's a good foil on that. Mareep. Couldn't tell you. But again, very, very pretty card. Ooh, a foil energy. That's pretty neat. I don't know if there's a standard thing with Pokemon or not, but I like it. And then Emolga. Not sure if it's a tremendously neat card or not, but we'll go with it. Basic energy, which we've all seen. And then a little Pokemon redeem card. I actually thought that energy looked very, very neat. So that is what is going on the new display board here. Let's see if I can pull this off kind of smooth, transitioning from the Gundam to the Pokemon. It's in the hole. Alrighty, folks. Should we pull another pack? I think so. Alrighty. Oh, just passed it. Have some cool things for the magic mystery slot. But we're going with Secrets of Strixhaven. Alright, where did I toss that booster here? Alrighty, a Strixhaven for us here. Play boosters. Play boosters for now. Collector boosters, possibly in the future. Depends on what you want to see. Depends on my level of effort and yours. But we'll go ahead and crack into this Strixhaven here. Leave that off camera. People at home must be thinking, oh, it's so much harder with the white gloves, trying to open them up with cutting them open. I can assure you, I've tried this. I tried this already. And the white gloves with the with just trying to rip the pack open, oh, so much worse. I can't even express to you how much more frustrating that was. So, alrighty. Mindful Biomancer, that's good for a green deck, maybe green-black deck. Right into a black. Got some good creatures going already. Creatures in this set were really great. Let's be honest here. Alrighty. Spellbook Seeker. Scan. Visionaries Dance. 2, 3, 3 blue and red elemental creature tokens with fly. That's pretty good. That's a solid. Might be a little steep for some people's decks, but not bad. Gives you a little air protection. Artistic Process for 2 reds and 3 of any. 6 damage to creature, 2 damage to each creature you don't control. That's pretty neat. 3/3 red and blue elemental with flying. That's not bad. Mage. There's a good rare. Magma Blood Archaic. Trample Reach, not bad. Each color of mana cast, spent to cast it. Ooh, that's pretty nice. That is a gorgeous card. Shieldred's Edict. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. Each opponent sacrifices a creature token of their choice. Each opponent sacrifices a planeswalker of their choice. Not bad. And then we've got a foil common. Foils are hard to get with these gloves, I'll tell you that right now. But it's worth it. It's worth it to treat the cards a little nicer. This one, whatever is stuck to this common is extra. Ooh, another little... That's a nice land right there. And then we've got our token to end it. I gotta be honest with you, I love the way the Shieldred's Edict looks. That is going on the display. I'll tell you that right now. Alright, yoink, slide. Alright, we got it, we're good. We're getting there. I think we got at least one more pack in us. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel and find out. Let's see here. One more pack. Another shot at some mystery packs here. But looks like we're going with Gundam. Let's go ahead and pull that Gundam pack. Hope you folks are enjoying the show so far. I know it's show 1, but we're pressing on here. We're going to expand what we open and what we do here as the shows go on. And hopefully we expand with you. Gundam, a favorite as a kid, always a favorite, will forever be a favorite. The Steel Requiems, they have my favorite Gundam in them, which is, of course, the Alex. That's cool. I fell in love with Gundam as a kid, long before I knew about the Alex, but that is the mecha, the mobile suit that cemented it. Magna Core here, GM Sniper 2, a solid. The Radish. G Defensor, working some Zeta Gundam in there. Some Seed, I believe. Yeah, Zaft. A Barbados 5th Form Common. B. Justice Gundam Meteor Uncommon. No foil, of course. Valve Tactics. Versago and Ashtaron. That's pretty neat. Ooh, Zeta Gundam Biosensor Foil Rare. That's pretty neat. What do we got? Rare Gundam X Divider Foil. And I think we're going to end off with a resource. Not a bad pack. Not a bad pack indeed. Alrighty. Should I do one more? We'll give her a rip here. We'll do one last spinner wheel, and then we'll call her a show. Alrighty. One last pack. What do we got here? Is it going to do it? Is it going to do it? Is it going to do it? No, almost. But it's Gundam Phantom Aria, which is perfectly fine in my book. So we'll go ahead and find that and crack that pack open. Alrighty. Packs surprisingly more resilient than I thought they'd be. Alrighty. Got a Gundam Exia. Common unit here. Virtue. Grissa. Destined Battle. Of course, the legendary rivalry between Char Aznable and Amuro Ray. Neat looking card, actually. Zuma Colony. Financier. Obawaku. Legendary. Gundam lore there. Obawaku. The last stand for so many Zeon forces, including the legendary Dosal Zombie. Into Reinforce Junior in the foil. That's pretty neat. That doesn't look bad at all. Alrighty. Oh, Neo Young LR. That's pretty slick right there. That's a heck of a card. That's one handsome card right there. Alvaron token to end the pack. We'll go ahead and put that Neo Young on display. And there we are. Alrighty, folks. What did we think about the first episode? I enjoyed doing it. It brought back all the thrills that I got as a kid. Brought back all the thrills I got as an adult doing it with friends. I hope it did something for you as well. If you want to, these are the links to go follow me on all the social medias. And I ask you to like or comment, subscribe, share if you feel. And while I'm waiting for you to do that, I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.